as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taking the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it to 37. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Newton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. Caught by Montgomery. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. Play action. It's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On second and a couple. Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Patriotsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton forced out to his left. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. But he's got his target, Harris. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here's Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Off play action, Fields.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. From the 50, here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A final shot before the break. Newton looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On play action, Fields.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. It's caught. Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Newton now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This a give to Mack running to the right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 31, Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On first down, it's Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Back to throw, Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Fields now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills.
And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's got Smith here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the kick.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out in a normal ledger.
Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 28, Patriots
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, Newton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Fields on 1st down.
And he finds Montgomery complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Again, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd and 9,
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They snap it to Fields.
He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on fourth down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart.
Montgomery.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And the drive starts with a completion left side, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
20.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Newton. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for fun.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got Mooney. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the handoff, running left, Marlon Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now a give running left with Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Pats, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.